Hi all, welcome to Vaibhav Code Lab. So in the last video we have seen what is Java and introduction of Java. So if you have not watched that video, I have given link in the description box. You can check that video. So today by the end of the video we will be able to know what are the features of Java, and also there is one important MCQ question which might be asked in interview. So please watch the video till the end, and I strongly believe you will be able to answer that question. So without wasting time, let's get started. So the first feature is platform independent. So platform independent means the same Java program can run on different operating systems like Windows, Linux or Mac operating system. For example, suppose I write a Java program on Windows machine. I took the same compiled file and run it into Linux machine or Mac operating system machine. It works without changing the code, but it requires to have JDK installed on that machine. That's why Java follows write once, run anywhere. So now let's see how platform independent works. So from this diagram we can see I have hello world.java program. When it is compiled, it is converted into hello world.class file. And as you can see, this runs successfully on Windows OS, Linux OS and Mac OS. But it requires to have JVM installed in this machine. So let's understand this diagram in depth. I have hello world.java program. Public class hello world, public static void main string of array arguments, system.out.println hello world. So this hello world.java file, now when I compile this file by javac filename.java, in this case hello world.java, the compiler, that is javac, recognizes the Java files, and then compiler converts source code into bytecode, means hello world.java file is getting converted into .class file. Now this hello world.class file, when I run on Windows machine or Linux machine or Mac OS, it will run properly, but each of these should have JVM installed in that machine. So that's why platform independent is called write once, run anywhere. So in this case, output will be hello world. So the next feature is object-oriented programming. So object-oriented programming is a programming method in which class acts as a blueprint and objects are real instances of that class, helping developers to organize code, reuse logic and maintain large programs easily by modeling real-world entities. It has concepts called encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. So these all concepts we are going to see in detail in the upcoming videos. So now let's see real-world example of foo. We have a class called car. We have a string variable called color. We have a method void drive which contains system.out.println car is driving. We have a main class, public class main, which has main method, public static void main string of array arguments. Now we create instance of the class. How? Car c1 equals to new car. So with the help of new keyword, we are creating the object of the class. So after creating the object, we are setting the value of the variable, like car c1 dot color equals to red. In this case we are setting the color of the car as red, and then we are calling the method drive. So in this case the output will be car is driving. So similarly we are creating the new instance car2 and car3 and setting the value. For car2 we are setting the color as black and calling the drive method. For car3 we are setting the color as blue and calling the drive method. So all of these instances will return the output car is driving. So here class car is the class, which is the blueprint or just a template. We created car1, car2, car3 as three separate objects from the same class. So each car has its own color or behavior, but all they came from the same blueprint. So this is how object-oriented programming lets reuse code easily. So the next feature is secure. Java does not allow pointers like C and C++. So what are pointers? A pointer is a variable that stores the memory address of another variable. Since it stores the address of another variable, it can be dangerous because with pointers, a program can access wrong memory, modify data of another programs. It can cause crashes and create security vulnerabilities. So because of this, Java does not use pointers. Instead, Java uses references which are controlled by JVM. Next is bytecode verification. So Java source code.java is compiled into bytecode.class file. So bytecode is platform independent. Before running the program, JVM uses a bytecode verifier. So what bytecode verifiers actually checks? It checks that bytecode is not corrupted or modified. Make sure variables are used correctly. For example, number storing a string in an int variable. It checks private methods or variables that are not accessed illegally. Next, it runs in JVM sandbox. Java programs are run inside a controlled environment called JVM. This sandbox prevents programs from doing harmful operations on the computer. So the real world example of secure is, while transferring money in a banking application, Java keeps your account data protected from hackers. So the next feature is robust. Java is robust because it handles errors and exceptions properly. Java uses try catch block where risky code is written inside the try block, and if error occurs, the catch block handles it properly without crashing the program. It has automatic memory management. So Java also has automatic memory management using garbage collections, which removes unused objects and frees memory. It has strong compile time and runtime checks. So Java checks for error both while compiling the code and while running the program, which reduces the failure at runtime. So the real world example is we have an online shopping app called Amazon. So if the product is out of stock or payment fails, Java handles the error and shows a proper message instead of crashing the application. So now the next feature is multithreading. In multithreading, big processes are divided into small tasks, and these tasks are executed simultaneously, which increases the speed of the software. Java supports multithreading using thread class and runnable interface. For example, suppose you are coding in IntelliJ, at the same time you are listening to music, and at the same time I am downloading a file from the internet. All these files are different tasks and they are executed simultaneously. This is similar to how multithreading works in Java. So this is just a simple example. Now let's see a real world example. In banking application, multiple users transactions are processed at the same time using multithreading. So the next feature is portable. Portable means Java program can run on different machine without changes. The only requirement is that machine has JVM installed. This makes it easy to move program across computers and platforms. So the best example is that we all know we have different network operators in the market like Airtel, Jio, Vodafone, Idea. So Java portability is just like a mobile phone number. If you change your network operator from Airtel to Jio, your phone number stays the same and works without changing your phone. Similarly, a Java program can run on any machine with JVM without changing the code. So this is all about portable. So the next feature is architectural neutral. So Java is architectural neutral, which means Java program does not depend on the underlying hardware or processor, whether the system is 32-bit or 64-bit, Intel or AMD. The same Java program works. The JVM takes care of converting bytecode into machine-specific instructions. So this is all about architectural neutral. So the next feature is simple. Java is called simple language because its syntax is easy to read and understand. It removes complex features like pointers and manual memory management. Java also provides built-in libraries so developer can write less code and focus on logic. So for example, every beginners can write a simple Java program like printing hello world with just a few lines of code. So this is all about simple. So now we have covered all the important features of Java. Now let's move to the important MCQ question which might be asked in the interview. So this is the interview MCQ question. Which statement is true about Java? A. Java is completely platform independent. B. Java support pointer. C. JVM is platform dependent. D. Java does not support multithreading. So what I will do, I will give you 10 seconds to think about the answer. You can write your answer in the comment section. Your time starts now. So the correct answer is C. So now let's see why C is the correct answer. Java source code is compiled into bytecode and that bytecode runs on JVM. Each operating system has its own JVM implementation, which is why JVM is platform dependent. So now let's see why other options are wrong. So first statement was A. Java is completely platform independent. So why this statement is wrong? Java is not 100% platform independent because JVM itself depends on the operating system. Java is platform independent at bytecode level, not at JVM level. So now let's see why B option, that is Java support pointer, is wrong. So Java does not support pointer to avoid memory misuse and improve security. So this answer is also wrong. So now let's see why D option, that is Java does not support multithreading, is wrong. So the correct answer is like Java can do multiple things at the same time using threads. So this answer is also wrong. So guys, if you really like this video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.